Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing tonight? Who's ready? Who's ready for states? Who's ready for worlds? Man, I am definitely excited. Definitely excited, guys. We got what's up? What's up, William? How you doing, brother? What's up, Leo? Shout out to all you guys, everybody that's in here. I appreciate y'all. So I don't know what's you guys' plans. You guys got anything going on? I know I got a few. I got another pretty big show before states, the week before states. I got the King of Columbus show. It's gonna be a big one. Kings of Columbus, guys. That's in National Trail Raceway, in Hebron, Ohio. It's gonna be a good one. You ain't gonna want to miss it, that's for sure. And then that's hosted by Liberty Base. So Jace Fennell. They're gonna have drag racing there, car show, all kinds of fun stuff. Then I got my states on September 14th. So the Kings of Columbus is September 7th. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one for sure. I know the last show out there was awesome. Great hospitality, great people. Had a really good time. Had an awesome time with everybody. So I don't know if everybody knows or not, but I do want to give a big shout out to Resilient Sounds. Robbie over there, Resilient, Lucas, Steve, all them guys. They're awesome people. Told me that, I want to let you guys know, as a competitor of Basswars, you guys can always hit Resilient Sounds up, and they will give you, or you'll get a competitor discount. If you are interested in any, upgradings or whatever, if you want to change up amps or subs, you do get a competitor discount with Basswars. So I don't know. I figured I'd let you guys know. I know it's expensive hobby and costs money, but it's something I wanted to let you guys know. And then of course, Kicker, can't thank them enough. They've really been awesome. They've came through, did a lot of awesome stuff for us. But I mean, like I said, I can't put Resilient Sounds out either. They have been absolutely amazing to talk to work with, to deal with. My state finals for the Crossroads area is actually going to be sponsored. Well, it's actually sponsored by Resilient Sounds. So I know Greg's, is sponsored by Sundown. I reached out to Resilient, and they were totally down to sponsor our state finals for Indiana and the Crossroads area. So I know there's a couple guys like Mr. Jack Hawley, who's in Michigan, but he did sign up with me, and he's in the southern part of Michigan. He is more than welcome to come to state finals. And same thing with Damian Moreno. He's an Ohio guy, but he signed up with me, and he's comes to a lot of my shows. So we do have a lot of stuff coming up. States Worlds is right around the corner. States only a couple weeks away. Worlds is only a couple weeks after that. Yeah, for sure, Leo. I agree 100%, man. I hate the drama. I hate all the nonsense stuff. Like, I will be the first to tell you I am not a brand hugger by no means. So I won't. I mean, what I feel is like, if it works and, it works for your build and it works for you, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, there shouldn't be all the hate and stuff in the community. We're all trying to do the same thing. We all enjoy the same stuff. We're doing all this because we all enjoy the same hobby. So the drama and stuff, man, that's beyond my mind. Like I don't understand why people cause the drama. I don't get it. That ain't what I'm about. I'm all about it. All about trying to show everybody the love. And that's why I reached out to Resilient. They're pretty local to me. They're only a few hours away. And I've used their products. I know a lot of you guys have used Resilient Sounds. I see it all the time in my lanes around here. Anyways, Resilient Sounds is everywhere. And they hold up. They're good. They're a good brand, and I mean it's a good budget. I mean you can still do it on a fairly decent budget. You can still do a decent build. So I don't know. I mean I definitely wanted to let y'all know though, as a competitor myself. I mean I did speak with them today, and they do hand out discounts to competitors. Yeah, you do. And they're awesome. So I have a guest on tonight who would like to talk to you guys too, I think, and be on here and kind of discuss some of the stuff he's thinking of. It's and I'll just add him on here and we can go from there. But there you go. So what's up, Kenneth?
What's up, Brandon?
Not much. I can hear you.
Everyone.
William said,
"Oh
no.
Man, that's how Woody's gonna do me."
Hey, yeah. No, so I figured. All right, so Kenneth is one of my lead people as far as he comes to the most shows, I think, in my area. He's always there. He stands by me, and he helps me when I got to set up and tear down. And he's one of those guys. So I'm like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring him on, let him have a little fun too, and just like Leo said earlier, share the love, because it is much needed in these days for sure. So what are you doing tonight?
I am doing a bunch of nothing after the day I had rebuilding the front end of a diesel truck. I am beat.
Right.
I got muscles I forgot could hurt.
I bet. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just explaining to everybody about Resilient and all the stuff that they've been doing for Basswars lately. I know they told me that they're wanting to go like full sponsorship. So we got that going with Resilient. I know Kicker obviously is a full sponsor. And I mean, both brands are great. I mean, in reality, Kicker has been around forever.
Oh, just called me old.
You already know she was going to give you some crap, bro. But anyways, we all know Kicker's been around forever. They have great subs, great equipment. They've came out with some awesome amps over the years. And the new solos, man, Solo X's are freaking awesome. I've seen them in person in the lanes, and it is crazy. Just how awesome they are. But like I said, I've seen a ton of Resilient in this area too. I'm sure Kenneth can vouch. Like pretty much everybody's build is Resilient.
Yeah, I ran Resilient forever, and I can't say nothing bad about them.
The customer service.
I had gold V1s, 1,000-watt RMS, a sub, 4 of them on strapped Crossfire 8Ks, giving them over 11,000 watts for an entire season with no problem.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't pop them until they got put in my 6th order wall.
And those, again, we got Resilient, who's definitely stepped up. I did hear they're 18s. I do know this. if anybody wants to know a secret. So they're 18s. The Platinum V2s are the 18s, anyways, will be in stock right after Labor Day. So Labor Day week. So it'll be next week. The V2 Platinum 18s will be in stock. And then the 12s or 10s to 15s are going to be later September, more of a late September. So, but the V218s are going to be here. Customs kind of held up the 10s through 15s, you know, because they got to go through customs. Well, no, Kenneth.
William automatically says it. No, Kenneth.
Yeah, no, Kenneth. So, but speaking of states and worlds, I mean, how are you feeling, Kenneth? You excited? I mean, I know it's hard. I know you're tired and stuff, but I mean, you still probably got a little bit of excitement. I know it's going to be big for you.
No, man, I'm looking forward to it. Especially states. I don't know so much about worlds. I don't know where I'm going to place, but we're going to give it a run for its money.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you guys can do. I mean, that's all you can do.
I'm either going to lose my windshield or I'm going to get an award. One of the two is going to happen at Worlds.
All right. You heard from Kenneth on that one. He says he's going to lose a windshield or he's going to get an award. Maybe both.
One of the two is happening, or both. Both could happen.
Right. You never know.
Remember, I'm only clamping 15K right now. I can turn it up a little bit more if we need to.
Right. Yeah, you definitely did clamp 15K at my last show. So I don't know. But I mean, I haven't been super competitive this year, as far as SPL or nothing. And
we gonna make that change.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that changed. But I wanted to see, as far as competitors, how y'all are feeling about the states, worlds, what's going on in your guys' area. Like, if you're not in my area or local to me. I know I've had a few messages, you know, people that's wondering different things. I do know at Worlds, if you want to go for a world record run, your normal classes will be $75. If you say, and after you do those classes, then you want to do a world record run, right? Say you, all right, well, I can back that up. That's going to be another, it's a $50 entry for a record run to actually like hold a record with Basswars. But other than that, it will be $75 per class you plan on competing in at Worlds.
Ooh, that's gonna be salty for me. I got a lot of them.
Yeah, you do. You have what, 4 or something like that? 4 or 5?
4 of them.
Yeah, and technically, you have one more that you only need a couple runs in, and you could you'd have 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically the rundown. I know some people. I know Billy was telling me earlier when we were talking. He had people kind of didn't like the idea of and states will be a little bit more as well. That's going to be $45 per entry, which is one thing nice why I'm doing my states about a month in advance. So that gives you all time that's in my area, you know, to build back up and have money again. And so you're not stressing out. But what?
Guys from your area better be going to Ohio with us.
Yeah.
We need some of the Indiana guys there.
Yeah, for sure. There's a bunch of faces I've never seen before at the last Ohio show. It would be awesome to see a lot of you locals, you know, Indiana people, go to Ohio and show out on the 7th. You know, like I said, the Patriot will be there. Jace, I'm sure, will be demoing. And you got the loudest 17-year-old. He's gonna be there with his XB. That thing is crazy.
Loud Grandpa, hopefully.
I don't know if TCP is gonna be there, but I hope they are. I hope Team Control Pressure's there. Yes, I will be there. Yeah, I know.
Now, Justin's got to stay home. She's
Right,
grounded.
right,
He called me
right.
old.
Yeah. But yeah, so I did get everything figured out as far as pricing. States is 45. But there's a lot more money that goes into a big event like that, like States and Worlds, than there is for just a regular show that I can throw. So I don't know. I mean, I got for my Worlds, I got a whole fairground rented out. I had to pay for insurance. I had to pay all kinds of stuff out of pocket, and it's just basically it recoups. I did originally on the flyer. It'll probably say that there's a $10 entry fee. That's going to be waived due to Resilient Sounds helping me out and saving me the extra money. So, like I said, Resilient Sounds, big shout out to them. Robbie, Lucas, Steve. I talked to all of you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. And their customer service is great. Same with Kicker. They got great customer service as well. That's why, I will 100% stand behind the brands that stand behind me, because a lot of times I know the brands, or I've ran them, or I know the people that own the companies. And so, you stand behind me, I stand behind you. That's just how it's going to work. And Billy Temple, yeah, man. Yeah, big shout out to Billy Temple for sure. That man has done so much for all of us as judges, and all of us just in general. He's the man. He's put it down for all of us and made it possible for all of us to enjoy the hobby in a more of a fun environment, I guess. Than some of the other orgs, it's more of a fun thing. And it's all about having fun, being as loud as you can and having fun at the same time. So that's why we run the things the way we run them. But yeah, Billy Temple definitely deserves a big shout out for sure.
Well, I think we need to get some of the local guys to go for sure over there to Ohio.
Show some of those Ohio guys how Indiana does it.
Yeah, show them that there's loud people in Indiana.
It's all right. Billy said there's no one loud in the Midwest. That the Midwest is quiet. So, Billy's.
Wow.
He told me that the Midwest is quiet. But he also don't understand how I'm in the Midwest.
Yeah.
He thinks Midwest should be like Kansas and like Colorado and stuff like that. So he's like, it makes no sense that the Midwest, you guys are in the Midwest.
Right.
We got Billy coming in.
Billy.
Hey,
Look, the man of the hour.
Shout out, man.
I guess I have done.
What's up, Tony?
Bad.
Yeah, I agree with Jess.
We
need Michael Moore to take Grimlock out there.
Yeah, for sure.
He'll put a hurt
I
on
can't
people.
hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'll fix it.
I can hear you.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently he's having technical difficulties, but he'll get it right here in a second. How you doing, Tony? You ready for States and Worlds down there?
And Bella.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
That power will hurt people's feelings. Ain't even got to use the cars. The power wheel will do it with a 158 out of a power wheel.
Yeah. Come sit in Anthony's van. Tell Anthony to come to Ohio and I'll sit in his van. Almost done with the alt bracket. Yeah, I saw that. That looks awesome, man. That was Dutton Brothers, right? That did that for you? Dutton Brothers Design?
Alt bracket?
Yeah, triple alt bracket.
I seen one on Facebook and I thought it was Tony's post.
Yeah, it was. It was. I seen it too. So shout out to them for you, Tony. Shout out to Dutton. My wife said, "Hey, Billy Temple."
Hello.
Yeah. What's up,
I
Billy?
can hear you.
All right. So Billy can hear us now. So now we got.
Yeah, I screw up my sound every time I log in. I'm terrible with it.
We got the boss man in here now.
Yep,
Mm.
now it's time to be good, everybody.
Yeah,
No
Right.
more
That's
calling
funny.
me old.
Mhm.
yeah. No more calling you old. Yeah. Anyways, Billy, this is Kenneth. He's
Hey,
the one
Kenneth.
that he
Hello.
he's like I said, I was trying to just show some love. I invited him on here
Yeah. That's cool.
because he's one of my competitors and he's pretty much at every show. He helps me tear down, set up, like he's there nonstop. He's got my back. So I was like, I'm gonna just show the love and invite him to come on
There
the
you go.
live with me.
Yeah. Jimmy and I used to have a lot of people come on. We don't do it so much anymore. It's just because we're lazy. We don't we don't take the time to find somebody.
He said we're lazy.
Yeah.
I'm never
Yeah,
good.
that's
Even
cool.
around Billy.
The more the merrier, I think.
Right.
I love being up there at the shows. Every one of them. If I can't make it, there's a big problem of why I didn't make it.
Yeah. He's
That's
being
cool.
truthful. He comes to every show I got. Man,
I
why
go
can't
to-
I?
That's awesome.
You guys what?
You have fun
Smoky
with it, huh?
Mountain jamming?
Yeah. That's a flyer. That show's coming up this coming weekend, I think,
Oh, Sam.
in Newport.
Okay. So that's a Greg Kelly show, Newport, Tennessee.
Yep.
Is that a 2-day show, ain't it?
Yeah, this is a
So-
2-day show. I would have done our Team Wars there, but I didn't. Honestly, man, the dates just slip up on me, and I didn't. By the time I was, and Greg warned me. He's like, we ain't got long. If you want to do it, you need to get on it. A couple weeks later, he's like, if you want to do it, you probably ought to get on it. Hey man, there ain't but a month left. If you're gonna do it, you better announce it.
Hey, look
Hey,
at
man,
this.
it's 2 weeks from now.
There you go.
You know?
Here you go, Billy. You can read that
Yeah.
one.
That would be accurate. I would believe that would be accurate. Yeah.
And
That,
we all know Jack Hawley's loud.
Yeah.
Well, what's considered loud? I thought a 60 was loud.
I mean,
So 50's loud.
yeah, I mean, whatever. Honestly, to me, I don't care. Honestly, for me, I'm not concerned with how loud you are. As long as you're happy with your build, I think that's the main thing. In my eyes, as long as you're happy with your build and doing what it's doing, I think that's the main thing when it comes for me, anyways.
Yes, I'm
Jerry,
pretty
be
sure
careful what
it's
you
just
do.
a
You
joke.
may or may not be there. Well, come on, man. You ain't gotta hide it from me. Just come on to Ohio on the 7th, buddy. Yeah, I know Anthony would have fun with Jace. Yeah, but Kenneth, you are too serious. You need to let loose sometimes and relax.
Hey, the only time I get serious is when Angela's crappy Trailblazer don't want put out good. That thing, man, is aggravating me to no extent.
Tony said I do a 59.7 in the kick.
Wow.
When I had the two 12Ks. I haven't tested it with the
When I
35.
first read that, I read that as 212s. I'm like, wow.
I was thinking that's a killer 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running all resilient.
Mm.
Tony's got a full resilient build.
Yeah.
So
We give a shout out to Resilient, man. They sponsored your awards for your regionals, and they're helping us with our finals awards, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty cool. They're stepping up and helping us. We appreciate that.
When I spoke with Robbie today, he said that he was still in it for the Worlds Awards too. So, and then he said that he'd like to, start a steady sponsorship with us as well after that. So, got something to look forward to.
Yeah. Jimmy has been talking with Travis at JY,
Yeah, Jack.
and so I think they're going to help as well. As a matter of fact, I think Travis is the one that's kind of helping Jimmy kick belts out or rings or whatever they want to do. So that's pretty cool. And then Dan Horner has also jumped in to help. He says he's willing to help some. So
Directronics.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. This is awesome right here. I'm excited for that, Jack.
Right.
I can't wait to see that. You need to bring that out, man. I have a show this Saturday. I don't know if you're gonna come or not, but
is it the same vehicle, different build?
It's the same. Everything's the same, I believe, right, Jack? It's just he broke his windshield, and some deadener did something, and he had to tear all the deadener out and re-deaden the whole thing.
Wow. What does he run?
He runs Ninja and leashed no wall.
No. I mean, what kind of
Focus. It's a little like a 2012,
Yeah,
2013 Focus.
No, I think I saw that. Didn't we see that at somewhere? Me and you?
No, well, he tried to make it to Slam.
Driving down the road?
No, he tried to make it to Slam, and his car hit a pothole and it destroyed the whole front suspension, and he got stranded and actually rented a car so he could still make it.
Gotcha.
What
equipment does he have?
He runs the, man, what are those things? The iPals, B&Cs. The B&C iPals. They're like the concert speakers. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, B&C speaker, iPal 18s. Yeah. And then he's got a, what is that, 20K, right? Sound Digital 20K.
Is this got the 21-inch in it?
No.
The 21-inch, one of those?
No, he's got just 18s.
Do they have a website? I've never even heard of it. I got to check this out.
And they do have a website.
iPal, IPAL?
Yeah, IPAL 18. That's what
Tony
by B&C.
He's had a 59.7. What's that
He's got 6 platinums and a flat wall and a like F250. Or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an F250. What's up, Chris Kennedy? How you doing, man? Sorry, I kind of missed your comment, bro. But yeah, Jack said, yeah, Sound Digital 20K and 318s in a little Focus, no wall. His last score, I believe, was a 163.24. And that was, I don't even know. He don't even clamp near 20K. He came in my lanes one day, was just a Sound Digital 3K and did almost a 60 on like 2,800 watts or 2,600 watts or something like that. But Jack's one of those guys that knows his car in and out, knows exactly what it's going to do. I mean, he has it down to a T. He knows exactly how he's setting it up, and he's got it all set up where he can just push some buttons on his phone and make it make the RPMs go up on their own. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got a really cool little car. Greg wants to know, does helium help or not? He's asking for a friend.
Depends on what your goal is.
Yeah, he's definitely dialed in. Like, I don't know. He knows his car. So last time, yeah, 163.2 at 13K.
Tony said Ohio loud.
Yeah, he's Ohio. Tony's in Ohio. Yep, he's an Ohio guy. I've known him for a long time, personally.
That thing's got a 5-inch voice coil.
Ooh.
Those B&C iPal 18s?
Yep. 5.3-inch voice coil.
5.3. Wow. Holy crap.
Wow. Wow.
Jack says, yes, it does! Exclamation mark.
Huh.
They're an interesting looking speaker, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what you really consider them. So there's a whole argument
in that car.
There's a whole argument of, is it a concert speaker or is it a subwoofer?
Yeah, it's got a resonant frequency of 40 hertz and a Q of 0.27.
Jack definitely knows what he's doing. So you're coming to my states, right, Jack?
It ain't loud super low, but I bet it does get loud.
Oh, it does. He said, look at the motor strength of the Neo, of that Neo. He said, look at that's the BL. So wherever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are all of them Neo, or am I to find a different one?
Hey, I guess he's confused, Jack. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just know that those subs perform great for him and his build.
Man.
Going to the house units. I don't know. What up, Brad?
What's up, Brad?
Look forward to seeing you, man. This coming up Saturday.
Yeah, he needs to get out there Saturday. He needs to get his shows in.
Yeah, I get that hurricane wildlife out Gauss. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Gauss.
Yeah, we need a 19 hertz windshield or window breaker to come up.
Yeah.
I'm just not standing anywhere near his windows
Yeah.
or windshields, because one of them's always goes.
Breaks. Yeah, I'm sure he's got a stack of those things at his house, though.
I bet he's got a garage full of nothing but doors, windshield, and windows.
Let's see, B and C.
He said he's going to get that class in the books.
Oh yeah. I'm curious now. Jack's got me wondering now what the motor force on these
Well,
are.
it's got a few versions, but it looks like the spiders are the different versions. But I guess they're all Neo, maybe.
Just said we better bring a broom. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Bring a broom. We're gonna need it.
I don't think I've been at a show where Zinc ain't blown something apart in his truck. One of the windows.
Yeah, he always breaks stuff, man.
Oh, wait, I did see one, the basin for Paul's, because his sub broke before his window broke.
It's crazy.
That truck is insane.
It is. It definitely is.
Okay. They're all Neo. They're all Neo.
They're the iPal. So let's see here. I'm trying to find it for you. Oh man, I thought I just seen it, and I lost it. Oh.
Just said he didn't blow one at Slam. I'm guessing he must not have turned it all the way up at Slam then.
No, he blew one at
the Plainfield show. He blew it right out of the side of his truck.
right off the side of his Suburban. Mm-hmm. He definitely did. He just shot that thing out. Man, I can't find the Gauss reading, Jack. I'm looking for him. Oh, he blew two at Slam, he said.
Two subs or two windows?
I'm not sure.
Just demoing.
Probably.
That's what he wrote. Blew it 2 at Slam, just demoing. Just, oh, I was wrong. Oh, he popped 2 subs at Slam.
Yeah, I remember that one was pretty funny at that basing for pause because Brad blew a sub apart and the piece of the sub hit RJ in the face.
It was crazy. The coil was still going, but the cone like just exploded like somebody dropped an M80 in it.
So he said flux density is 15,000 on the iPal 18. That's an interesting one. Yeah, those subs are different, but like I've seen a few people run with them and they put up really high numbers. I've just seen it firsthand. Whitney Alt, she runs the iPal 21s, I believe, or 21. And that thing, it's loud. Does over a 60.
What frequency are they doing it at?
Well, Jack's originally his peaked at like 50. I want to say 56. But after he like vibraflex the whole thing or deadened it all or whatever he did, it went down to 53 hertz. Like literally, that's where his peak's at. So it's right at our cap. You know, when he runs Ninja. When he runs, you know, his other class, he can run it too. He said, okay, so the Sundown Compact Neo is 12,000. And the iPal is 15,000. So it's 3,000 more.
Are these things expensive?
Yeah. Well, no, they're like 1,200. Yeah, 53 now.
I call that expensive.
It's like I think 12 or 1,300 bucks a piece, something like that. 1,300 I see on Amazon.
I don't think I've seen that car. I want to see that.
21s are 1,800 a piece. Yeah, that's pretty much 1,300 across the board. Per sub, per 18. But he's got 3 of them in his little Focus hatchback, and it's nasty. It is so cool. I just love how dialed in he's got that thing. It's absolutely awesome.
So the recommend enclosure, is it? It doesn't really say. Is it ported or sealed?
His is ported. Leo said, "Billy, what we sipping on tonight?" What? Ow.
There you are. I've been looking on the web and I couldn't find you guys.
You have Kenneth Bannon. It's a red Focus. He always has bags on the windshield. All the sandbags. It's a bright red Ford Focus.
I remember the car now because I did not work for
Now I know exactly. Hey, look, you got to bring
that Detroit Lions shirt.
I need to know more about the car. I know cars better than names.
So he says it's ported at 3.1 cubes per in my ride.
Dang. Must have, but he's got a lot of power, right?
He's got a Sound Digital 20K.
That ought to do it.
Oh, it's nasty. It's loud. It throws numbers up like crazy.
Yeah.
But then he can, like, I know for a while he had a box in there where he was able to, his aero ports. So he'd change the size of the aero port, and he'd sit there and he could actually play music and demo with them too. So it was interesting. It was really cool, but like I said, he knows his stuff. He's super knowledgeable, and he's just one of the guys. He was one of the first people I think to come down to one of my shows. He was one of them that was there, I think, at the very first show. 150 in the kick at 270 watts. 150 at 270 watts. It's super efficient. Put it that way. He's got that efficiency in there. He knows exactly what he needs to do to his car every time, and it just does what it does. And I know, man. I do too. I love seeing Jack at shows. He's an awesome guy, great company, great person to talk to. And I tell everybody that. So Jack's an awesome guy. So. And Brad, okay, Brad's over here. I will be a sweeper. He said he'll sweep his glass up. Brad will.
Yeah, all he's got to do is open his doors up and turn the system back on. He'll blow it all away. Nobody will ever know it's there.
Yeah. It is always fun to see Jack.
But what he does some insane numbers at like 19 hertz.
Oh yeah. His Suburban's loud. It's that low FS, low frequency. Just everything looks like it's gonna rip apart. Yeah, I mean, you got his doors opening like 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches at the top. That's nuts. Yeah, Brad's is, but I mean, it's what 15s on what?
Yeah.
5 crossfire.
Brutal.
5 crossfire 16Ks or.
Oof, man.
What's he got? 10 15s or 12 15s or 20 15? I don't even know.
Brad has 15s.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
And 5.
You got a 16K on each set?
Yeah, it's 5 16Ks.
That's a lot of juice, man.
Yeah.
I know. I got one in my Cadillac, and it's insane amount of juice.
Hey Kyle, you only have one more. You only have one more show to come to, Kyle, for your demo wars for mailroom. and you'll be qualified for states and worlds, bro. I was just going through the people in my area, so if anyone did pop through that I seen, then
There it is.
I could let them know, how many shows they need. Yeah, I miss you too, man. I miss seeing you, Kyle. I miss seeing the Mustang out there doing its thing. Yeah, it's definitely violent at 19 hertz. I think RJ knows the gist of getting a blown.
Yeah, RJ's in there getting beat up in it.
Yeah. You are, Jack. I already checked yours. You are 100% qualified already in both of your classes. And Ninja and in leash, no wall.
I'm qualified for this year, next year, and a year after, right?
It only works like that.
I got enough shows in this year that I'm qualified for the next 3.
No problem, Jack. Yeah, I mean, need more Sunday shows. Saturdays are hard for you. I know. Okay, so I know on the 22nd of September I will be at Soundcheck with Iasca. It's gonna be just Basswars and Iasca. Kyle, just so you know.
When is that?
September 22nd.
That's after state, ain't it?
That's after states, yeah. It's
So he can still get qualified for Worlds.
but he'd be qualified for Worlds, yeah. But then for Demo Wars, though, that's in Tennessee.
Well, RJ can still get qualified. There's still enough shows. He's got a couple runs, or 3 or 4 runs in.
Yeah, but he's not a member.
Oh.
That's where RJ can't. He has enough shows already. RJ does. But he can't because he's not a member. If he'd have been a member at the beginning, it'd have been good. All right, Kyle. That'd be awesome, man. I'd like to see you guys again.
Better be, Kyle.
No
I'm going to
problem,
be
Jack.
there. I need you to get in that Cadillac.
Yeah, you definitely would, RJ. You definitely have more than enough shows if you were a member. So I don't know. I mean, I was just kind of running with it, and I thanked Kicker for everything they do. I told I was letting Resilient Sounds, shouting out to Resilient Sounds for everything they've done for me and for Bass Wars and what they plan on doing in the future with us. And telling everybody, I've never been really a brand hugger, which I never have been. But the companies that stand behind me, and I'm gonna stand behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it works in their build, then I don't see why they should change it. If they're happy with it, don't change it. You know what I mean? All that matters is if you're happy. I mean, if you want to keep going because you want a higher number or something, I get that. Next year when you're not saving for a wedding, get your membership, RJ. Yeah. He said I'll be a member after next year.
Power and get away from that Brazilian. You quit blowing it up.
Get out of here. Anybody who knows
Oh,
me?
I'm sorry, Brandon. No stab at you, buddy.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll be ready to come to the big boy league.
I don't have to have that to be loud though.
No, I like it. I like the same amp you're running, so I'm hooked on those too. I ain't mad at you.
I know.
If I had to go,
Just the Tar Amp MD8Ks.
Oh
The
yeah.
MD models. I like the MD models. I've had the base ones. They blow up on me. But the MDs, they hold up. I mean, they really do. The only good thing is I got Chris Gordon like an hour and 10 minutes away. I'm like, oh, I just blew an amp.
That's funny.
And he normally gets me in there quick and gets it done for me within a week or two, and I'm all right with that. But I haven't really had any issues with the MDs. The basses though, I was taking them like nonstop. I went through 13. Yeah, they do catch on fire too. Yeah, the basses have caught on fire while it was in my car. I had to pull it out while they were on fire. It was fun.
The amps?
Yeah, the amps were actually like on fire inside. Like they were literally just on fire.
Wow.
Flames coming out of them. But the MDs, I've never had that issue.
I've never had luck with a bass. there's people that have great luck with them, and every base 8K I ever ran never performed good, always failed on me. Put an MD8K 1 ohm model, everyone's like, oh, you can't wire it at a half ohm. My wife has a trophy on the wall for being a state champion, and she ran hers an entire year at half ohm on a 1 ohm model.
Kenny knows what this Trinity will handle. That's what RJ says.
Oh yeah, RJ, just make sure if you put an 8K to it that you got the right. You better
That's
watch. It's just a little bit too much.
What's up, Billy?
That's a Trinity sub.
Amp. Oh no, he's got
It's a sub.
yeah, that's right. He's got the sub.
If you get 5 or 6K to it, and that sub will come alive like there ain't no tomorrow. But you smack it with a full 8K, over with. I didn't even make it out of my driveway, and it was fried.
He said going with a 5
under was a phenomenal sub, and with one of them, I was getting a 50.2 in my Cadillac with one of those subs.
God dang it, Jess. She says I have a smart 3K, so let's hope it does good. If not, I'm gonna steal one of Brandon's 8Ks.
I got you, Jess. Just take it and run down here. I'll put it in for you.
Yeah, I kind of hoard the MD8Ks. I mean, Kenneth actually went and picked one up for me down in Indianapolis. I didn't want to drive down there to get it, so I called him and was like, "Hey, you think you could pick that amp up for me if I send the money?" And he's like, "Sure." He went and picked it up, and no big deal. Got me another 8K.
So
Yeah,
now give me some education. Say a Salt 3K compared to a MD 3K, or would you say a Tarrant 3K?
Her smart 3K.
Maybe that one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a Teraamps. So
power comparison. I mean,
a what?
Power comparison. How do they compare?
So the Smart 3 is rated at 12.6 volts. I know the Sundowns are rated at lower voltage as well, because that's what SALT stands for, is Sundown.
Yeah.
Audio low voltage technology.
Yeah, that's the reason they were created, for regular voltage for regular cars, right?
And so the Teraamps is a lot smaller footprint than what you're gonna get with the Salt. So you have a lot more room, I guess, using the Teraamps. You still got a way smaller. Smaller amp. But as far as power, I think the Salt will probably put out more power than you don't think so? If you have higher voltage?
If you look at it, the Smart 3K is got that smart system. They'll let you go from 0.5 ohms to 2 ohms. And
still put out
you
the same
can wire it 2 ohms and still see the 3K. Where the Salt, you wouldn't be able to wire it 2 ohm and see the 3K no more.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder how they do that.
It's old technology. I mean, JL started doing it years ago with their like 1000/1s. I'm talking about the JL 1000 V1s. Same thing at 4 ohms to 1 ohm, it would do the same amount of power. From 1 ohm to 4 ohm, it don't matter. You're gonna get the 1,000 watts out of it.
Wow.
JL started that a long time ago, and then man,
that's weird. How does it do that? We need Chris Gordon to tell us how it does that.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Rockford did it. Rockford also had the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what Brandon needs to get, the Big Boss 3K. In real life dyno, a guy put it in his vehicle and dyno tested it on 6 STU Avatar 15s out of one of the Big Boss 3Ks, and it clamped like 7,700 watts.
Yeah, I mean that was actually in a build, and he had
in a build.
Wow.
And it actually put out almost 8K out of a 3K.
Dang.
And that's the
like that Orion amp.
Yeah. I mean, In reality, yeah. And then, yeah, I did get that 3K from Andrew for $20. And then
Which one is that? The smart?
Smart Base 3K, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got it for $20 from Andrew because it blew up on him, and I got it fixed by Chris Gordon for $75. So I got $95 into that amp, and we're gonna just see how it goes. I'm gonna put it on 2 Resilient Sound Gold 15s, the V2s, and see what it does. I guess I don't know. I'll find out. Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna forget that. That fireball about burnt my face off.
Yeah, he blew the Smart 3K tower amp, right? He got a brand new Stetson Smart 3K, or the Flex, or what I think it's a Flex 3K is what they call it. Yeah, and that's half to 2 ohm rated also. And that thing blew up and caught on fire instantly. It didn't take much for that thing to blow up, but then then they gave him another one. He put it at 2 ohms, and it did fine. But I mean, he was only seeing about 2K out of it, out of the Stetson.
Well, now he's got a Crossfire 8K that takes up his back, what used to be his back seat.
It does. It takes the whole back seat up. Yes.
Dang.
You've seen what my Smart 3 base took the EVLs at half for 9 months daily abuse before it blew subs, and then took the amp with it.
Yeah, RJ mentioned that Trinity. We were talking about that. Said that their website claims it can handle an 18K burp on a single 15.
That's interesting, but
they will. If you're burping them, they will. I had big power on them, but if you're playing music, 8K will destroy them. But a burp all day long, man. I think the most I burped mine at was like 14K per sub.
Yeah, you're right though, RJ. Those EVLs, I know those scar bashers out there, but your little EVLs took a heck of a lot of abuse, and I mean, I think you did. I think his best score was what? What did he do? 148, or was it a 48, RJ? Or just being 2 EVL 12s in a trunk. Get that? I mean, in a trunk on that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 48.3.
48.3. Yeah, but they're scar bashers. I agree, but that every time I've ever seen somebody bash a brand, whether it be Sundown, Resilient, Kicker, Scar, whatever, it's always been user error.
Man, a lot of times it is user error. They just don't understand.
If the enclosure's built for this brand of sub that takes twice as much airspace, and you go and buy a smaller sub and throw in there that takes, less airspace, you throw the same power to it, yep, you're going to fail that sub pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what I've seen. So, like William Barnhart's build. Yeah, like RJ said, his box was made for the EVLs. They performed flawlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Look at William Barnhart's build. He's doing a 56, 3 is what he did at under 5K at your show.
Yes, 4,600 watts or 4,800 watts.
Yeah, on 4 scars.
Yeah, VXFs, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the VXFs. Yeah, that's still good scores. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not a brand basher or brand hugger.
If
it works, then it works. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Just be quiet, because the only sub I've ever run has been a kicker. Ever. I've never even owned another sub that wasn't a kicker. I actually right now have in my possession this Sundown, and it's because they gave it to us to give it away.
Oh yeah, right? What is that?
Pretty nifty looking.
Their thin melt sub. It's an 8. So it's their new thin melt sub, and so other than this, all I've really had my hands on has been kicker.
Okay.
All my life. Since I was 15, 14, actually. I'm 27 now.
Right. And 27 now. That's how that works, right, Billy?
Yeah, but this thing's pretty heavy for a little thin mount 8.
Looks like it's got one big motor on that thing.
Yep.
Ah, look at the motor on that.
Yeah, it's stout, man. It's stout. I mean, this thing is. I mean, it's pretty stout.
It was made for 3 8s, and then we put 2 10s in it.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I have my hands on these, but other than that, it's been kicker.
And those are gonna do what? What are those subs for?
Those right there. So if you run the Basswars lanes from last weekend, which was sundown, or was that the weekend before? From the date of the sundown show till, I don't think we really picked the date yet that we're going to get rid of it. A few weeks from now, we'll do another drawing and give those away, as well as some of these. We'll probably give one of these away next week.
Depends on what you're looking for, Andrew.
Andrew asked, sundown years or plat V2s?
So these are fuse holders that audio sellers gave us to give away. We got 8 of them.
Those look good.
Yeah. So we're going to be giving some of those away, but same way, have gone through the lanes.
Go to the shows, go through your lane, and you have to be a member to win.
Has to be a member. So
Yeah,
you guys have probably seen how we do it. Maybe not. But
yeah,
we just
it on your live.
Yeah, we pull it up and we just go through. If we draw somebody that's not a member, we keep going.
Yeah, so Andrew wants to know, use or plats? V2.
Depends on what you're doing, Andrew.
If you're going for numbers, I think the U's are going to be louder all day. If you want something that's going to be musical, probably still put up a decent number, I would say the plat V2 is better. So
yes. Here's the easiest thing I've ever been taught with audio. The tighter the surround, the bigger the SPL. And I have found it to be true. Look at them big beefy 18s that I put in Angela's, and they were not putting out numbers. They had that mega surround. Demoed fantastic.
I would say V2s.
And then when we put them Crossfire C7s in, her numbers picked up. It don't have that mega roll on it. Now I wish I had those 18s in my wall. Ooh.
Yeah, you were nasty in my Jimmy.
I'd be floating people out my window. It wouldn't even be just their hats and their glasses. It'd be their whole body going out. I'd strap myself in there just so I didn't fly out.
I mean, I agree with you a little bit, RJ. I think that Andrew needs a custom box.
Well, he's got a custom box. And if he's going to stay...
I mean, if he puts plats in there.
Huh?
If he puts plats in there, I mean, it's going to be different airspace, different...
Oh,
I told for the new subs. For different subs. If he puts different subs in it, he probably should have a different box.
I was thinking he was going with... We talked about the gold V.
Because right now, he's got those power acoustic BAMFs in there. Which, they're just little guys. But... they do good. They're holding it somehow.
I don't know how. They get hot quick, but there's...
And he's got little power acoustics with a Crossfire 8K on them. On 4 power acoustic 12s.
Man, I could be wrong, but I think it's power acoustic is pretty big for the Africa guys. Or is it power bass? Might be power bass.
Or power bass I've heard a lot about. Because
pretty big down there.
The one when I was running Mecca, they come up there because there's a group of Mecca down there, and they come up for, I think it's states, and they were talking a lot about the power bass, talking about how they ain't seen none of them in our builds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't see a lot of them, but I think I have seen. I think I have heard of more there in Africa. I think it's a pretty big brand in Africa.
And then on the over across, also Power Us amplifiers are huge. So that's what they're called, is Power Us.
Wow.
And they're awesome amplifiers. I can't remember the guy's name. But I watch him on YouTube. He repairs amplifiers, and he explained that those are the best amplifiers in the UK.
Wow.
And over there is the Power Us. And you can get them all different sizes. I mean, they were great. I meant those. My bad.
How come we don't see more sound digital than we do?
What do you mean? Amps?
Yeah.
I don't know. You see them quite a bit around here. Andrew had a sound digital. He might still. Yeah, that Red Focus had a Power Us 12K in it. That's right. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. At Dogpond. I believe Andrew had a sound digital mids and highs amp. He was using for a little bit. But I think it blew up. And Jack, that's what he runs for his subs, is a sound digital 20K.
Okay.
Barnhart's got a 12K sound digital in his.
Yeah, William Barnhart has a sound digital 12K. Yeah, we got a few guys run sound digital up here.
I tried the sound digitals on my kicker subs once. I took one 12K on 1212s, 12 kicker solo back 12s, not the L7X. This was years ago. Got a 61.89, I think.
Wow.
And my big pickup,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Ain't that what Jess has? In the Focus is sound digital? Yeah.
No. She has a DC audio 4-channel.
I swear to God, you had a sound digital.
No, I've never had a sound digital amp. I got DC audio 300.4 for mids and highs, and then I got the Smart 3 for subs. RJ, yeah, he said he runs a Sound Digital Evo 800.4 for his doors. Greg says Eduardo runs a 20K on those kickers in his Cadillac.
Oh, I'd seen him somewhere. I just couldn't figure out where.
And Jack said, yep, he runs the Sound Digital 20K. RJ, I got the Evo 800.4 and got an Evo 400.2. And then Andrew said that's what Rob uses for his bike, all Sound Digital and the DS18. Man, I'm about to leave the chat. I'm feeling a little dumb.
Andrew mentioned where he was talking about subs in his enclosure.
Mm-hmm.
He meant the gold V2s, and his box is built with sub displacement. He's got 1.5 cubes per sub if he goes with the gold V2s, which is the exact specs.
Sure do. They're also working on a 12K. Stetson is.
With only 1.5 feet, man, you should be able to have a lot of power.
Yeah. What? You say Jess?
Yeah, that man, I'm about to leave this chat. I'm feeling a little dumb.
Yeah. She's like, what are you guys talking about? But no, this is typical on like the Monday nights. I mean, normally I try to make it informative, but I also like to, announce shows that are coming up. And
yes, this sound stream, ain't that what
Soundstream? God.
Yeah, Soundstream makes the flex. Ain't that what Andrew bought?
You said Stetson, you mean? Stetson.
Or Stetson, yeah.
I was
Stetson.
like, Soundstream, man, that's to go back.
I don't know why I said Soundstream. I'm trying to read too many things at once.
I'm trying to read too many things at once. Yeah. That's what Andrew bought was the Stetson 3K, the Flex 3K, and it blew up like instantly. And Andrew said, "I want everything I can get out of that 8K." Yeah, that Crossfire 8K, I'll give it to you, man. You just
Get
got
some more voltage and see what happens. Put a C-Max in there and crank that alternator up to about 16.3 to 16.5, and
I don't know if his
you're
car
gonna
will
have
like
a hard time keeping subs in that car.
I don't think his car will like that high voltage.
Right.
His car
I have
probably
my Cadillac. The Crossfire that Andrew bought for me is the XS 18 volt model.
yeah.
So it was rated at 8K at 12.5 volts.
Mm-hmm.
At 18 volts, it's rated to do 20K.
Dang.
I got the whole stack. I've got the whole printout on them. And I had 2 of those strapped in my Cadillac on 4 platinum resilient sound flat. And everyone kept telling me to turn the amp up. So I turned the amp up because I was going to go for the windshield bounty at Slam. And yep, I had way too much power and cooked the coils in them subs.
Andrew said, "Let me get that printout though."
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun though, seeing the different builds, seeing what people use. And like you said, you don't see the stuff I see up here, down there. Like,
Yeah, it's totally different.
You're like you barely see resilient sounds down there.
I've never seen it here. Never. I've never seen DC audio. I've never seen.
Well, DC is based in Sparks, Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
DC's out in Nevada, so
it's rare to see it's not a lot of Terrence or not a lot of that either. It's kind of crazy how regional things are. You guys ever see Brutal Sounds up there?
Brutal Sounds, yeah.
So
I've
he's
seen a
right
couple.
here in Louisiana, right?
Great.
The Jessica's are new, so most people haven't seen them, but yeah. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy what's big here and there, but not here. It's nuts. I think when I went to Oregon, all I saw was DC audio.
Really?
I think.
She says DC's the best. She absolutely loves DC. She is a brand hugger. My wife loves DC audio, so that's just.
Actually, you know what? Probably be fun is let me see something. I might could pull up some information. I usually, when you guys fill out the membership forms,
See it, Andrew.
and you fill out all the what you got, what you're running, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It populates, like I send that to the manufacturers, right? So hey, you got this much representation in Basswars, you got this much or whatever. Some of them don't really care.
Hello, what's up, Shannon?
But some of them really like it, really like getting that information.
Andrew wants to know, Billy, because you're the kicker expert here. He said, "Do you think there's anything from kicker that'd be worthwhile for his application?"
What is his application?
It's 412s in the trunk, and it's 1.5 cubes per sub. And he's got the Crossfire 8K. It's in a 2015 or maybe it's an 18. I don't know. Malibu.
So the L7X10s would probably outperform any 12s he's got in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, he's saying go with 10s. I mean, you do get a little extra cone area out of the square.
They want airspace, and so they'll hold the power, and they want airspace, and they've got a lot of excursion.
They do have a lot of excursion. That I've seen firsthand. I have a guy around here local that has, 2 people that have been in my lanes that have the new X's, man, and they're crazy. Those things are awesome. L7X10s, that's what he said, right? L7.
10s, yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd be pretty surprised with them.
Ooh, wow.
Shannon says
Okay.
you got more range with 10s.
So
That's true.
check this out. In Basswars, per the data that you guys gave us, Sundown has almost 30% of the market. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yep. DD actually has second place at 11% or 4.5%.
Oh man, I don't ever see no DD stuff here.
Right. And a lot of these are just way too small, but let's see. Okay, I saw Resilient Sounds. They have 3.3%. FI has 2.5%. DC has 1.6%, but American Base actually has 2.9%. Scar is sitting at 6.5%. Brutal Sounds actually has 1.6%. Deppon's 2.5%. That's for subwoofers. Let's go find
Amplifiers.
Yep. Alternators, Brand X leads the pack with 24.2%.
Wow.
McMahon second and JS third. Autotech is probably a fourth. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see. Batteries, excess power. No. C-Max. More people are running C-Max. 28% of the people are running C-Max.
That makes
24% running excess power. And why won't it show me the rest? That's batteries, alternators. I know you guys tell me what.
It's when you fill out the membership link, Shannon.
Yeah, that's right.
What you're running.
So amplifiers, actually Taramps is the biggest we have at 17%.
Yeah.
Sundown is next at 14.3%.
I don't know. I like my theory.
Crossfire's 5%, 5.3%.
Oh crap! I never changed mine. I went to C-Max on my. I didn't change that in my membership.
Well, when you sign up.
Yep. I went to C-Max and I've actually just put C-Max in the Wipes Trailblazer last night.
How many have low voltage? Probably not many. Not very many. I think you're about the only guy I've ever seen with those.
I didn't even know about them until I heard he said something.
I know, Jack. I know you like your sound digital. Yeah, a lot of Team Resilient guys didn't write it down. We're deep. That's what Shannon said.
Yeah.
Jack says, I like my sound digital. He's going to stick with the sound digital.
I used a 5K in my truck. They said, here, break it if you can. So I took it and put it in my truck, and I had this little bitty footprint 5K running those 1212s, doing 56, 57, I guess. You know, people couldn't believe that little 1 amp was actually running the truck.
You see that, Andrew? That 50 amp is taking that 8K pretty well. Yeah, wait until he actually puts something on there that's going to command more power out of that amp.
Shannon says,
like, oh, there went that 50 amp power.
Shannon Boom says he likes the surge audio amps.
Hey, that Robert Livinggood has it in his. He's got the 5K on them 3 10-inch Resilient Sound Gold V2s, and that thing puts in the work. That amp makes the subs get going.
I mean, Chris Gordon last year, he had 4 of the Surge 10Ks.
Yeah.
And, it was nasty. It was a good build. I love that build. I miss it. I wish he still had that build.
Yeah,
RJ
with that 4-quarter.
Yeah, RJ said he likes the Banda amps. Andrew says, what
Sodium
about
Bank.
the sodium bank stuff?
Michael Moore runs those. He bought the what is it?
No lie. Yeah.
He bought those from Limitless, and he overdid his because he has five of them in his truck running 316Ks.
Yes, you did, Jack.
And he has no problem. I mean, it's insane how well they hold up.
So yeah, Greg says Salt 6K is clamping 7,800 in the power wheels. And then Jack Hawley says my Evo 3K at 2.2 ohm box rise was still clamping 2,700 watts at Brandon's show in the spring, which is true. There's a guy in the Yukon then coming to Marion that's all sodium. Yeah, that's David Alverson.
Yeah, that's the C-pillar, ain't it?
Yeah, that's my C-pillar guy. Yep, 100%. He's a good dude too. He's awesome guy. He was checking on me the whole time throughout my surgery stuff, messaging my wife, messaging me. But I mean, obviously I couldn't talk to him because I was in surgery. But he was definitely there for me. So he bought my stripper pole mid-show. Yes, he did. I was there for that one. I was actually there for that transaction, RJ. I was standing over there talking to him when he bought it from you. Hey,
that's all right. After the season's up, I'm ripping my roof out again.
What's up, Marcio? I might probably butcher that.
Gonna run squids. I've got a buddy that runs those, and every time I ask him what a squid bank can be charged at, he don't know exact how high they can go. What?
Marcio Bell says, howdy everyone, what I missed.
What is Jeff? Yeah, unlike Kenneth Fannin. What I do?
I don't know. I have no idea what she's talking about right now. Greg says, Billy Temple, where am I at the Warlock top 10s? Shannon Boom says 16.2 is what they can charge at.
Yeah, see, I didn't think they could charge that high, and I was worried I was going to get Angela 90 amp hour one for hers, but I was afraid they couldn't charge that high.
Heck yeah, RJ, 100%, man. He didn't ask about you not one time when you were getting cut open.
Really?
Why
is she on me so bad?
I don't know, dude. I can hear her laughing from the bedroom, bro.
I bet.
She's just sitting in there rolling right now.
She's sitting there like, watch this. I got him.
Billy said that she did the surgery on me.
Right?
Yeah. Shannon says he just got skibs, so he knows they charge us a 16.2.
That's good to hear.
So yeah, and RJ says after this season, getting my new box, and I will be redoing the whole car. Will be a looker and sound good. You gonna keep that pipe coming out that stack coming out your hood?
He took it off last time I seen his car.
I know. I missed it. I thought it was so fun.
I'm glad it's gone.
Yeah. And Billy, you would know who Andrew is if you saw his car from Slam. It had the big horn, that big PA horn on the roof of that Malibu that pulled up. He couldn't even fit under our tent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's Andrew's car, yeah.
When I get my license back, oh, RJ, that's never good.
He said, I will when I get my license back.
I just had that problem, and mine wasn't even my fault. My computer error got me pulled over for a suspended license.
Yeah, see, he knew your car after I told him about the PA speaker on the
roof.
Was,
for those of you that don't know, we had a little trouble with our top 10s, and but it's fixed now, and it's the Warlock class was bumped off, and it's back on there.
You're number 2. I like the hood stack sounds, but I take it off for the shows. Yeah, because it's loud. Took that horn and blasted it around town after Slam. Yeah, you did. Shannon Boom wall the Ford wagon and do a no wheel or do a no wall build. I think he's asking you, Shannon. Should you wall the Ford wagon or just do a big no wall build? I don't know. I kind of dig some of the no wall builds, man. I like seeing those little no wall builds throw up huge numbers and stuff. Dang it, Greg. First loser, yeah.
Oh yeah, Andrew did do that in Illinois too.
Yeah.
He did it right at us during the demo wars.
Yeah, for a second. It's all right. I was like, oh my goodness, that thing was loud. Mine was 3 tickets in Indy, 1 on the way home from Kenny's house, 1 on the way home from Plainfield, 1 on my birthday coming back from a comedy show.
Jesus. Sounds like you need to quit driving, RJ.
Yeah. Or
at least know how to slow down when you see a cop.
Or just get a slow car. And Greg, you're funny, man.
He drives a Dodge Dart. How much slower do you want him to go?
I don't know. It sounds cool. We'll put it that way. It sounds good. I like the way his little Dart sounds.
It's not like it's like a blown 70 Chevelle or something like that.
Yeah, I know, but
now that would be fun.
No, that's the kind of stuff we'll get to see on the 7th. Because it's a car show, and there's going to be a drag racing.
And I sell my Nova.
And you sell your Nova right before this show. No, you sure did, didn't you? I think Greg, man, Greg's got a sense of humor over there. He's like, yeah, I'm the first loser. Because he's in second.
All right.
No wall. Sorry, I'm at work. There you go, Marcio. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Marcio.
Well, Brett Arsenault, yeah, he's
doing 64
like
plus.
2.5 dB above everybody else, maybe more. But after Brett, it's pretty close.
Yeah, they're all really close.
Far behind Greg, you know.
Let me see. Where's David Alberson on there?
He is number 8. He's a 57.45. He is half a dB, a little more behind the guy in front of him.
Okay.
These are on the web, by the way.
Dang. Only top 10 I'm in is on Crowd Loud Trump. Guess I better compete with it.
It's Spanish for Marshall.
Yeah, his name.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out how to pronounce his name because I didn't want to butcher it every time I said it. So
you can just say Marshall?
Yeah, I guess. I'll just call him Marshall. How many shows left until finals? Which one? Worlds or states? Andrew, worlds or states? Come to the show this weekend, Andrew. We do have a show this weekend. 161.45 at the Sundown Show. Nice, Greg.
Yeah.
I don't know about the little faces you got going on there, I don't know. Marshall, Marcio, I don't know. What happened to the welfare class on the website? I was on the top 10, but class wasn't there the other day. I don't know, RJ.
What was the question?
What happened to the welfare class on the website? He said it was on top 10.
I don't know. They should. Oh, I do know. So what happened when we created those extreme classes? It bumped all the classes down. So the ones at the back end of the alphabet got bumped off the page there. But they should be fixed now. But
yeah, it is. It is Peach.
But look, those classes, they really all those. I just don't know how to make some be on and some not. But those shouldn't. They're not really a top 10, you know, because there just ain't no way for that.
Right. I get it.
So I really wish they weren't on there, but
I'm so sorry for butchering that, Peach. I am so sorry.
Yeah, there you go, just Peach. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I know I asked you, I think, before too, Billy, who that was.
Right. He sports a pretty nice looking baseball shirt too.
Does he?
Well,
yeah.
What's Andrew asking about? Any contest for
loud
or anything?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Andrew? Demo war classes are my favorite classes. See, that's the people around here, though. That's what I'm saying. A lot of them love the demo wars, and
Yeah.
um,
But the demo wars is kind of a sound quality thing for us. You
yeah,
know, it's a sound quality for
I would really like to do a like actual sound quality, but that's just me. I think.
Stunt wall content.
Yeah, I love that, but man, that network of judges is tough.
No, it is. It is.
Getting everybody to be consistent, that's a challenge.
Me and Jeremy always bounce back and forth for first. Not anymore. Because now it's me and Jeremy that do that bouncing back and forth. But the last like 3 shows, I've beat him in demo wars.
I can fix Jeremy's up and get him better sounding, but somebody will mess with it again.
Greg says that Andy's got Peach. I guess has a pretty nice float towel too, huh?
Yeah, that's right. He does.
Got a pretty
Those float towels I made. One of those had this picture on it. I believe he picked it up.
He said, I love that float towel. I have it hanging up in the living room in front of me. I'm a 65-inch TV.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
He said, I got to put that on. What?
How big is the float towel?
The keyword is consistency.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
for sure, Shannon.
It's small. I think 18 inches by 6 inches, 8 inches maybe.
There you go, Greg.
Get another one. Mine blew out my window and took off somewhere.
Greg says, we tore stunt walls up with the power wheels at sundown.
Right. They let me have the knob, and I played some AC/DC for them.
Yeah, you said that there were some people playing music that a man shouldn't be playing.
They were, man.
And you were like, it was music
oh my God. They call it R&B, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
I call it whiny man something.
Whiny man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man!
But
at least you guys had a good time.
Music. Yeah, I played good time. Good music. I showed them the error in their ways, and people come around. Then it was great.
Okay, so Amber Walter says, "So newcomer to this, help a girl out.
Right?
Is there any other class besides stealth that I can do? Seems like in my area, not a lot of people do it."
Let's see. Yeah, actually, if she's stealth, then that's a trunk car. So any of those demo classes, they're I don't know what the SPL is, but any of those demo classes, every one of them except Hurricane has a trunk class.
She's in Knoxville area, Tennessee.
Yeah, she's right there where Greg is. I remember her. I think I met her at Sundown.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, you have a good one too, Kenny.
Like the Hurricane Wall and
God dang it, Greg.
I love those classes.
Yeah.
Greg says Keith Sweat, LOL.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what they were playing. I never heard it. Thank God. So yeah. But I put them on some AC/DC and some man music, stuff that people want to listen to. I don't know, man. I don't know what they were listening to, but they were into it, but I was quite embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, what are they doing?
That's awesome, Amber. That's good to hear.
There is the crowd loud for trunk class too.
There's a crowd loud trunk class for sure.
That's one. I do like crowd loud too.
Yeah,
I got a lot of people that enjoy that.
I bet there's probably 6 classes, and you could get into demo wars too, because that ain't necessary. You don't have to have a big loud system for that. It's based on the number of speakers you have.
Greg Bailey says the Chrysler 300.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chrysler 300. Yep.
But a little money added to some some 5 1/4s or 6s outside the vehicle in the grill or something, that puts you in play for demo awards, you know.
Greg said the stunt walled Camaro would play Nobody. We hit him back with Twisted.
Yeah.
Nobody is definitely Keith Sweat. Jessica said,
George
it's
Strait.
George Strait in your life, Billy.
Yeah, man. They
Peach said you can run Cyclone, Twister.
yeah, they're all of them there, yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
forget
I
what
got
all I played for them, man, but I definitely helped them out with their manliness, I think.
Yeah, did you?
They definitely went up.
It's like those Snickers commercials, right? Or they're just like, do
Oh
something
my
manly.
God. I don't even know what it was funny. They liked what they were playing.
Thunder Dash 6'9".
Amber says she has a 300 hit a little over a 144. The 300, if she's got somebody that can hold her roof during her run, and right above that back window on a 300, that's a weak point on them. They lose like a DB. Remember, I did that on that one girl's car.
Yeah,
I had
Heather.
me and another guy pushed down on her roof, and she picked up like 2 DBs from it.
Yep, she did. Yeah, you guys crossed arms.
Yeah, we crossed arms and just pulled down on her roof real hard. So
Yeah.
it quit. That's a weak point on a 300.
It is. Going
Hey,
with
got Clark in here.
yes, Guy Clark is in here. My husband sat on the trunk, so you can sit on the roof and got extra. Weak point on a lot of sedans these days, Andrew says. I got the same problem. About to blow my back windshield.
Oh my God! Did you see his windshield?
His back glass.
I have no clue how it's still in with that car
What's up,
doing
guy?
a 51. It looks. I don't know if there's deadener in his roof at all.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
Oh man.
listen, let me give some news before we get too far away. You got to be careful, Amber. If somebody sits on your windshield or your back glass, sometimes they can crack.
Yeah.
So be careful. Be careful when they get up there.
Yep. I
When they
agree with
sit on that
Billy.
vortex right there where the window meets the, sometimes they'll crack.
That's why it's best to have 2 people cross arms like this and just pull down right there. That way it's still got a little give, because I've seen that happen. Setting somebody up there in that back windshield go.
Yeah.
Greg tags Britt and says, I'm first loser. It says, my car don't like to be held down. I had 3 people holding the car. Cave on the roof. I slammed and lost almost 2 dB. And you don't know
See right there. Look
okay,
at
every
that.
car is different, though. There's people that they try holding the doors and they lose. And there's people, you know what I mean? Some cars like it just wide open. It's weird.
Right there, Guy Clark commented on what you was talking about. There was a guy at one of the shows that sat on a windshield and fell through, had several cuts and probably 40 stitches in his back. All because that windshield let go. That thing will.
And Amber says, okay, thanks for the advice. Guess we will see how this weekend goes. This is my first year in this. This is my happy place.
Yeah. I plan to come up to that show, so I should probably see you there.
Sometimes moving just like we do at some of the shows, popping that back door just a hair too makes a huge difference. I mean, give it a 3-inch, 4-inch gap, and all of a sudden the numbers jump.
Like just enough to fit like your fist in, and it just it just spikes. Yeah. He also fell into the cabin.
Oh my God.
Michael says window glass suction cup holder works well.
That's for them coming down, right?
I don't know. My windshield's flexing in and out about 6 inches. I can't It can't be helping my score any.
That's
It's
right.
not helping, Andrew. Oh my God, it's so bad.
You got to fix that, guy. You got to fix that, Andrew.
Sometimes though, that little flex helps.
I mean,
That probably doesn't, but that roof flex sometimes, like Greg, maybe
Yeah.
it's solid off the DB. It happens.
yeah, yeah.
You see, like when I had a no wall in my Cadillac, if you tried to hold the lift gate and the back doors from moving and flexing, it would lose.
Mhm.
But yet with the wall, when my roof flexed, it lost. When I put the wood roof in with the pole, I gained. I was like, how? It was weird.
Nice. That's awesome, David. I'm excited, man. You gonna be out this Saturday? You gonna come up to Marion? I'm ready to see it. Guy said he loses up to about 4 dB when people hold his car.
How's he losing 4 dBs?
People holding his car.
Oh yeah. See, I gained now. Remember, I ratchet strapped my door closed and I gained.
Yeah.
It's just weird how some cars work in one way compared to the other.
Yeah, he said the holder that's used to put windshields in, it's like 10, 15 bucks at Harbor Freight.
Huh. Oh, so he's talking about a big one you would move the windshields with, I guess.
Right
Huh?
on, David. Yeah, I'm excited, bro. Come on out. I'm excited to see what that thing does now. Works on metal as well.
Huh.
Have to try
That's
it.
interesting, no?
I might go to the Mecca show. I really need a lot of points.
Andrew, we ain't worried about no Mecca.
Right.
Andrew, Greg's going to come up here just to kick you in the nuts for that one.
Right.
Greg, I'm glad Greg said he's got to go. So, because then you'd be hearing it from Greg the rest of the night.
Right.
But, boo, Andrew, right? Oh, man. Everybody's teasing you now, Andrew. Brad and
Well,
I
I think I'm gonna go get some supper.
and bring a broom with us.
Billy, you ain't ate supper
All
yet?
right, OJ. I'm excited. Billy's still
No.
eating supper, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
always behind it.
know Brandon had got him a compadre. I didn't want to be by himself, but I think you got it handled, Kenny.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of these guys in here.
Yeah.
I told him anytime he
Yeah.
wants me to jump on, I'd jump on with him. Won't hurt me none.
Yeah.
I did get that whole term lab issue fixed after
Yeah.
like several days with Wayne on the phone, back and forth, screen sharing, but we got it figured out. It was just a
Well, all
dumb
right.
bug.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here and go eat, and so
All
I'll
right.
see you guys. See some of you guys Thursday night if you tune in.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, see y'all later.
All right,
Good
see you
night.
guys.
Going to dinner.
Oh, hey Brandon, did you tell them about your plaques? You may show them one.
Sure, you can show them.
Yeah,
These
let me.
These are the state finals plaques.
Yeah, let me go get one. Hang on.
Crossroads.
back.
All right. So he's going to be bringing back what our state finals plaques are going to be looking like. I did not know he was going to show you guys, but this is what the state finals plaques looks like. And big shout out to Resilient Sounds for sponsoring all the awards for state finals. They're the one that made this happen. So, like I said, Resilient Sounds does offer competitor discounts as long as you're a competitor with Basswars. They told me to let everybody know tonight. So, all right, there's Billy. So
It probably will be shiny, and I do have a green screen behind me, so some of the colors would look off, but
I don't know if you can get it up closer or not.
Wow, that is awesome looking.
yeah, there is actually a wheel there. It's just
It's kind of covered by
The
the.
green, oh yeah,
the green
it's
screen
blocking.
has got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and then all the
but they're real
subs in the
shiny.
back, all the
I
subs
mean,
in the background are all
Look at that
Resilient
light.
Sound subs.
So
That's
you
how
got
shiny they are.
three of those first place ones for me because I'll be
Yeah.
taking 3 of those home with me.
Right? Yeah, these are 8x10. He got 7x9 and 6x8.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
So first, second, third kind of thing.
Those are beautiful.
No, see,
Yeah.
Jeff. Jessica for states, it'll be with me. But
Who designed that?
Me and Billy.
Yep.
Y'all rock that.
We got
that
on this
looks-
live stream right here and did it. We just
We
didn't
did
go live.
literally did a live stream like this. And
that looks
and
amazing.
created them
It
together.
looks better in person. This really doesn't show it well because of the green screen, I think. But yeah,
Huh.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. RJ says Brad will be taking those, Kenny. No, he won't.
Yeah.
Brad's nowhere in my class.
We did
Right.
ask my wife for her opinion because she's a female as well. And sometimes they got a better eye on things than us guys, especially
Yeah.
details and stuff.
So y'all go to the show, and so it's hard to tell in this, but like this is a wall, so that's resilient subs.
Well, come to my state finals on the 14th.
Yeah,
David
they
and St.
can.
Marion. It's
They
gonna be in
can.
Marion.
Yeah.
Andrew says I'll blow my subs for that show.
Well, come
Guy
get
Clerk,
it.
Guy
Right?
Clerk,
I'm
All
taking
right.
on a
Well,
monster.
good deal. I just wanted to show this. I'll be mailing these to you either today or tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow.
Good.
All right. Y'all have fun.
All right. Thank
Yep,
you, Billy.
me too.
See y'all.
You have a good night, buddy.
Guy Clerk says I'm taking one in monster class. Y'all better bring it. I'm willing to blow
All my equipment in first place. Yeah, and on top of that, he don't have them because they're coming to my house, but they'll be here probably by the weekend. And
Did
I got some 5 foot tall trophies. And those are going to be for loudest SPL, cleanest install. So make sure you're wiring all that stuff super clean. The whole build clean all the way around. And then also best in sound quality, which is going to be for the Demo Wars people. So people doing Demo Wars, I got a 5 foot trophy as well. That'll be coming for best of Demo Wars, basically. So I do have some those specialty awards as well. What's up, Michael? Sorry, I was just trying to finish that up so they all knew. But yes, if it wasn't for Resilient Sounds, we wouldn't have what we got. But yeah, me and Billy sat here and literally designed that, doing one of these same little cat. All right, guy. You have fun. He said, well, fuck no, I regret not getting a membership. Then Andrew said, Jeremy better stay out of my way. Oh man. Are you running welfare, Andrew? Oh man, that's hilarious. No, yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you too, David. You have an awesome night, brother. Yeah.
Listen, telling everybody to back down. Andrew ain't even loud.
If it's sound quality, then yeah. So like Demo Wars, you run welfare, right? Or do you want when you have your speaker, you run mailroom.
What class is Jeremy in?
Welfare, same as me. But technically it'd be Andrew, me, and Jeremy all in welfare.
Andrew, you better put your loudspeaker on.
Nope, that puts him in mailroom.
Yeah, but if he goes against that little focus, he's in trouble. Cause that thing we got tuned in good.
It won't be the focus. Dun dun
Oh,
dun.
Oh yeah,
I got a surprise build.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
No, Jeremy Sutton's ears are burning. Jeremy's in here, guys. What's up? Jeremy's cheating though. He's got 12 speakers stock.
Hey, does that count?
Yeah, he's still because it's in stock locations.
He's got 12 speakers in that car stock.
Yeah, stock locations.
Wait, I guess that's not a lot because I got stock 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jeremy says he only has 4 playing. What,
Yeah,
just your doors? You have just your doors playing? I got 6 stock. Hey, we're in the same boat, Andrew.
Did you say 16?
Yeah, that's what I thought the Cadillacs came with.
That's what it is. That's what I thought.
Factory, I thought they came with 16.
Yeah, with the factory Bose premium.
Wait, Brandon. I thought you run build had to do 5 shows, same class with same vehicle. No, as long as you don't change class, it doesn't matter. So the vehicle don't matter as long as it's same class. It's like if you're going from a trunk to a wall, or well, yeah, but see, your Jeep is different class. It's not the same class, so you would have to run. You'd have to run at least 2 shows on top, but you'd have to have a membership too. So, oh, Brandon can't run. Andrew says, "Wait, what?"
Hey, should we let him in on a little secret?
Ew.
You know, about the runs.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have a base there too now, so I'm excited about that. It's gonna have that base that I needed. But do you have 5? Oh yeah, dude. I've done demo wars at almost every one of my shows. I even did them at Basin for Pause and Welfare, same class. Or no, I did Mailroom because I had the dumb Jimmy. My Dart has 11 stock. We'll be adding more. Redo the car, so I'll have 11 in stock locations. I mean, so if you have speakers that are not in the stock location, or you add more than what's stock, then it moves you up to mailroom. Yeah, I definitely am qualified for states, but I have a my own little build that is going to be finished next Thursday, I want to say.
Yep.
Next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, my my welfare demo war build will be done. Is there a show number for state finals?
5.
I don't know where you're located, Michael, but you got to do at least 5 shows in the class that you wanted to compete in for states and worlds. Better watch out, Andrew. We're coming for you and Jeremy.
Boy, she is on one night. She's going.
Oh, I know.
Everybody.
Yeah, 100%. It just depends on where you're at, Michael. But right now it is 5. 3 fit in the rear deck, 3 in dash, 4 for doors, plus stock subs. Going to be putting an 8-inch mid range. Yeah, so I mean, you got to have a membership and do 5 classes before state finals. And I don't know when state finals is in your area. North Carolina, I'll have 5 by 10 North Carolina finals. That comes down to your judge. I already told my guys in my area that I'm going to allow state finals to be a 5th, count as their 5th show, and they can still be a state final. They could still be a state champion.
Well,
what?
Andrew, everyone talking about blowing their stuff up for that 5-foot trophy. If you want some trophy, Andrew, I'll give you a bunch of trophies.
So
no
with
point
11
breaking your card for them.
No, it's got to be stock locations, man. I mean, I don't know, RJ. I would have to look at the dart, I guess. But another thing for everybody to keep in mind, at states and worlds, your vehicles will be policed by me. Just saying. So, like, if you say, hey, I got an 8K on 215s, whatever, I don't care even if I know you. I'm going to be looking in everybody's vehicle to make sure what they say they have is what they got. Because I have to do that to protect myself and, the other competitors as well. I don't want nobody to get upset. They're $20 door speakers. If they blow, they blow. They will be in stock locations. Well, you better be ready for next year then, RJ. because mine's just gonna get louder and louder. Promise that, and clear. I'll keep it clear and loud. We'll have fun. Yeah, but that's not a stock location. You can have the cutout for them, but if they weren't there when you bought the car, then it's not there. I mean, that'd be a tough one. That'd be a more of a Billy question. I wish Billy was on here because that, honestly, RJ, that'd be a Billy thing. My personal opinion, I'd say whatever your car came with from the factory is where they have to be. If
Well,
you're-
I'll let you in on this. So Dodge Darts had a premium package sound system, and
yeah,
then you had your normal package. So in the back dash of all Dodge Darts, even Robert Livingood, there is an opening to add speakers back there.
right.
Now, the thing is where does that fall? Because if the car doesn't run, is it that stock? Is it still stock? Because it's technically located where it would be stock.
Yeah, that's a tough question. That's one I'd have to talk to Greg, Kelly, or Billy about. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, because I've never had that question, so that's a good question. But I understand what you're saying. But I guess in my eyes, I would say a factory location would be where
Factory location. Just
where
like
you got it from the factory.
just like Andrew, he has his all his speakers are in his doors, but he should have in the trunk, in the back deck of his trunk, there should be rooms in the back that's a stock locations for 6.5s in the back windshield.
Yeah, yeah, or 6x9s.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Most sedans have that too. You know, even my Cobalt has 6x9 like stock speakers in the back, but I don't even use them.
When you got a wall, who needs the back speakers, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I had them still hooked up and playing for the longest time, dude. And I finally heard them one day, and I'm just like, man, they sound like ass. You know, when the trunk's open, it sounds horrible. I can just hear it like wah, 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 rattling. And I just cut the wires on them and was like, yep. And I just left them there. I didn't care.
Hey, Andrew said, but that's not a great location for Basswars. Actually, for demo wars. Actually, it would be because you got your trunk cracked a little bit, so you'd still get sound from your trunk to help give you a 360-degree sound quality.
Plus, sound bounces off glass really well. So they're aimed at the back glass, which he's got a long back windshield or back glass. It
Yeah,
will hit that sound and go forward. You know what I mean? It'll hit the glass and move forward. So you get a little more forward sound.
it'd give it a lot more projection from them. For sure would.
Mm-hmm. It points into the cabin, don't it? Yeah, I mean the speaker does. Yeah, it'll point right up at your back windshield or your back glass, I guess.
Yep. If you open Andrew, if you go out and you open your trunk and you look up in there, you'll see the holes already cut out in that back panel for your speakers to be put in.
I mean, it'll be like a 6x8 or 6x9, I believe, that would fit in that car. You know, it's the same thing as what RJ is talking about, and I get what RJ is saying too. That is definitely a question for Billy. That's something I will definitely chat with him, and I will let you guys know on Saturday what he says.
I mean, realistically, that's a really good question because technically, to me, that's stock location.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I know. I widened them for the base to pass through.
Oh,
I don't think we're going to state finals because
dogs are ready to go OUT. Sorry if you had to hear that.
what do you mean, Jeremy?
Wow.
What's up, Michael?
Hold on. I'm confused.
I don't know. I have no idea. Nobody's getting a new vehicle besides me, but I'm still in the same class.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm not changing different speaker locations. It's being stock locations. It'd be fair still all the way around for anyone. Jeremy. It'd be the same thing for you. Say you wrecked your Mazda, God forbid, but like say you did, and you got a different vehicle, and as long as you could stay in the same Demo Wars class, you could put it in the next vehicle you get and still run Demo Wars. It's the same thing for anybody. Everybody has the same opportunities. But yeah, so I have no idea.
People wreck cars through the year, and
What's up, John?
can't always keep the same car because things happen.
Yeah.
I know I would say God forbid, because I'd probably cry because of all the money I got in mine. But if I wrecked my vehicle this close to state finals and had to build a whole nother one for it, I'd be mad if I didn't qualify.
What? Putting speakers on the outside of door
So
panels.
instead of where I get what he's saying. So like my Cadillac, when I had door panels, I took that screen off and I cut my door panel to be able to fit the speaker.
It don't have to have the grill over it, if that's what you're saying. But
Yeah, he's talking about cutting a door panel and putting a speaker through the door panel.
I mean, if it needs bent a little bit, I don't really mind, as long as it's still in the stock location. Like if you got to bend it a little bit because it just don't fit the 6.5 or the 8 or whatever you decide to put there, I don't think that matters. In my eyes, I guess. But some people will be haters. That's just how it is. So
I don't think I'd want my speakers on the outside of my door panel anyway,
right,
without having grills on them, because
people
you get somebody in there to demo them, kick them. I had a speaker get busted from a demo because dude did something and dropped something or kicked the speaker when the bass hit and ripped my speaker because of it being on the outside with no grill.
Oh man. Yep, and that does happen.
Oh yeah, see, he's talking about mounting them on the outside of the door panel.
Yeah, you can't do that
With rings.
that won't work. It's got to still be in the factory spot, not on the outside.
Oh yeah, Andrew said, "Ain't no way you can mount speakers on the outside of the stock location."
Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not gonna be a thing.
Put this. Okay, RJ said he wants to see them, so put them in the stock location, RJ, and then cut the door panel. That way, they're still inside the door and in the stock location, and then trim the ring out or trim the door panel and just clean it nicely.
Oh, we're gonna get a night show for sure. I know here in Marion, I do have it set up where I can do shows until 11 o'clock at night. So, what?
at yours at the park.
Yeah, the soccer fields.
Need to do a show and try to get the people with the neons to come.
Yeah.
Do a light challenge.
Well,
You know, the light
that's
up.
already on our Basswars sheet. It's called Lit. It's an actual class.
Yeah, but we need to advertise it more. See if we can get even if they're not audio builds, get some of the show cars up there. It's got all the LEDs. It's all decked out, looking fancy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It just draw more attention. The more attention we can get, the better.
Yeah, you're right. I
try to get everybody, even if they're not audio guys, audio builds to go to the show. Hopefully, not so much to sucker them in, but maybe draw their attention to it so they want to start competing.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna work. I see what RJ's talking about. He said my door panels and grill cover is 4.5 inches away from the speaker. I feel like I lose a bunch of sound.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing.
Okay, so here's how you fix that, RJ. So you got a 6.5-inch speaker, right? So if you're afraid that you're losing sound, and make it clean looking, if you've got a 6.5-inch speaker, you technically don't have a 6.5-inch speaker because your cone area is smaller. So cut that grill opening out, put the speaker in a factory location, get you some PVC pipe, get you something, and then build a tube off your door panel. Wow. And then you can what? Factory is 6. Okay, you still got 6.5. Then you could cut the hole, put that in there, glue it up, do a little bit of body work so the door panel is still removable. You can see your lights on it. And it's technically still mounted in the stock location. Got to learn how to bend the rules a little bit. You can't, it wouldn't look tacky. All you'd have to do is a little bit of body work. Get you a little bit of fiberglass or Bondo. Once you get that in there and then you go around it and you smooth it out, do a little bit of sanding, it'll look good. Paint it up. Nobody would know. Actually, you might be able to sell them.
Yeah. You never know, RJ.
That's what was great about the Cadillac. The speakers are literally mounted in the door panel. Sucked removing the door.
Yeah.
Yep, and there you go. That's another way. Andrew's right. They make the foam rings too.
They do. Yes, they do.
The only difference, I can see what RJ's talking about, because even with the foam rings, if he's still got the front of his door on, just the grating, because he's saying his speakers light up. So I feel like I see what he's saying. You wouldn't see all the lighting from the speakers in the car.
Right.
I see what he's saying. A little bit of elbow grease. You can modify them panels and make them look awesome. Oh, he's already got those.
The like little boom things. That boom mat.
Yeah.
That goes around the speaker.
Yeah. Like seals it to the door panel.
Well,
I already got the foam inserts behind the speakers in the doors. No, they go from Andrew's explaining it.
Andrew's explaining it. Look at that.
Yeah. I know what Andrew's talking about too on the foam rings.
Yeah.
No, the boom mat stuff,
Not the boom mat stuff.
not the boom mat stuff. Yeah, that's honestly, I know exactly what the boom mat stuff is. You can actually go over the wall. It's weird. The part stores around here don't carry nothing for nothing, but you can go over here to AutoZone and they have those on their shelf. I'm like, what? Can't buy the part to my car to fix it, but I can buy the audio stuff if I need it.
Right. Well, I think I'm about to get off here for tonight. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm giving everybody a shout out. I hope to see you guys on Saturday.
Well, we'll be there. We got 2 cars, I think, that's going. I don't know. I know hers is going for sure. I'm thinking about mine, but it all depends on her. The boss tells me everything. You know, I do what I want when she tells me to do it.
I understand that. I'm also switching to DS18 Pros next season. There you go.
I had some DS18s. I gave them away.
Yep. Some people have luck with them. Some people don't.
I like the M series from Resilient Sound.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
Not so much on the Neos. They don't. I don't know. They don't seem to be real punchy on the mid. They seem to be a little bit more screechier.
All right,
But
RJ.
Huh?
I said, all right, RJ. He said, I'll be there a few Saturday, but leaving early because my niece's birthday is at 3. And he said he's got Down for Sound 6.5s in there currently.
I know a lot of people run Down for Sound too.
Yeah, and the Doors.
Yeah.
All right, guys. No, I think me and Kenneth's jumping off here. I know Kenneth's got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got stuff I got to do tomorrow. So, but everyone have a great night, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, have a great night, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.